Hello and welcome to the Spider's Web. And what have we got for today? It's another unboxing, it's another level of Ascension, it's Storm of Souls. We got new cards, new story, and I think new mechanics as well in this one, so let's crack it open, shall we, and have a look at what's inside. And I'm sure I noticed a little... No, I didn't. I thought I noticed a... there it is. A little ventilation hole in the plastic which I might be able to rip into, but I can't. So I'm just going to turn it on its back, or turn it on its side rather, get my knife of opening. And slice in, and then we can see what's inside. And I will be doing a gameplay video of this very soon. I want to do one of Forbidden Desert first, and then I will do this one. Oops. Okay, so that's the wrapper off. We'll be able to see it better now, hopefully. And what do we have on the back? There we go. After the defeat of the fallen god, the factions of Vigil struggle for dominance while a new threat emerges. The souls of those killed during the Great War seek vengeance upon the living. Once again, the fate of the world depends on your ability to unite mighty heroes and wield powerful weapons against a common foe. Sounds fun. Let's see what's inside. Apparently inside is everything you need to play, or so it says there. So what do we have? We have the game rules. There we go. We have team play, we have solitaire variant, we have new events, new trophy, we have a fanatic, is an always available monster, and we have destroy, which is a new game term introduced in Storm of Souls. We'll have a look at those in more detail when I come to do the gameplay video. But there's the rule book, quite a nice rule book. And now the playing board. Is it any different to the normal Ascension one? Won't we have a couple of differences? I'm going to just move the boxing underneath it, so hopefully we'll be able to see the differences. First of all, we have area for Mystic cards, Heavy Infantry cards, Fanatic cards, and Cultist. The Fanatic is the new one that I think I mentioned earlier. We have event cards here, Space for Honour here. We have the Ascension monster deck, well, the Ascension deck, which goes on the middle here, and the Void. So not much difference. It's different style completely. It doesn't have the steps for what you can do. It has obviously the Storm of Souls logo instead of Chronicles of the Godslayer. Different design towards the back of it. It looks quite a nice board. Now let's have a look at some of the cards. In fact, first of all, we have more gems. I don't really need to go through them, you know what they're for. We have different style to the Heavy Infantry as well. I'll get my gnashers around the cellophane for these. I will do a comparing video to show the differences between the two, but as you can see, if you remember the Heavy Infantry cards from Ascension of the Godslayer, you'll see there is a difference. But as I say, I'll do a comparison video to show where the differences are at some point. So that's the Heavy Infantry. We have the Mystic again, as I recall, a completely different style. So I think what I'm going to be doing is keeping this box set complete and not mixing it up with Chronicle of the Godslayer. Just keeping it as a separate box game altogether. And the Apprentice is different as well. Yeah, so I'll keep this one, and it's I've got Chronicle of the Godslayer and the expansion for that one. You know, I can't remember what that one's called now. Return of the Fallen. There is an expansion for this one, so I will keep those separate. And again, the militia cards are different. So everything about the cards are different. The Fanatic, these are the new. This is the new card for the board. What does he do? Well, your reward is you gain 1 honour. Trophy, you may banish this to gain the current event trophy effect. A player may have no more than 1 Fanatic trophy in play at a time. So you have to banish that to gain the honour. And you can only have one in your hand. So that's interesting. We have another cultist, and we have a nemesis, which is a monster. When this enters the centre row, banish the current event. So there are events in this. Choose up to for the reward for this you gain 6 honour, and you choose up to 3 trophy monsters from the void and put them into play under your control. Interesting. So there we go, there's the basic hand. And now let's have a look at some of the cards in the Ascension deck that goes into the middle of the board. I'm not going through all the cards, obviously there are a lot of them, but we can have a look at a few. These I think are the Enlightened heroes and constructs and whatever. Obviously they will all want shuffling before we play. They're the Enlightened faction, and now we're on to the Lifebound faction. So I don't know whether I'm right or not, but the Enlightened to me look more Indian in theme. These seem more Wiccan in theme. I may be wrong. Meccana, obviously more mechanised. Technology driven. There we go. We have and Void. It's more demon worship, I think. Oops, there goes my phone. And the Void more demon orientated. Demon fighting and that kind of thing. I might be wrong. And then we have the monsters. So I'm not going through them all in great detail. Let's just have a look at quite a few of them. As I say, obviously they're going to be played very soon. I will do a comparison video for the cards that we've already looked at, but these are the ones I want to get to. These are the event cards. Now, as yet I've not played with this variation. This is the first time I've seen anything from the Storm of Souls pack. So we have events. They look quite interesting. So there we go. I'll just put these down here for the time being. Place them down there. I'll sort them out at a later time. There's all the cards, the jewels, well, the honour crystals, the board, the rule book, and the lid. That's Ascension, Storm of Souls. I think I might wait to do the gameplay until I've got the expansion pack for this, so that I can do it all in one rather than just look at two separate unboxings. So I can do the unboxing as the introduction for this when I'm doing the gameplay. So yeah, so you can look forward to that. Next up for gameplay, we'll have Forbidden Desert, and we'll have a look at some more games as and when I get them. And I'm waiting for Shattered Timelines for an expansion. I'm waiting for the Shattered Timeline expansion for Sentinels of the Multiverse. They brought out a hex-based, or they're bringing out on Kickstarter a hex-based miniatures game of Sentinels of the Multiverse. I'm looking forward to see having a lot more of that. I'm tempted with trying the Kickstarter for that one. Anything else I'm waiting for? I can't think off the top of my head. I don't think there is, but as I say, got Storm of Souls. I think the next big purchase I'm going to be making is the expansion for this, and then we can get cracking with a gameplay video for it. Okay, so until next time, take care, God bless, and bye for now.